I find suspicious as shit? That one of the areas affected by Hurricane Helene is the world's largest lithium deposit, and the DoD just entered into an agreement with this company right here to mine lithium for electric cars starting in 2025. Now that area is completely devastated. This is a $90 million agreement between the DoD and this company right here to get Kings Mountain, North Carolina lithium mine up and running by 2030. If that area has been inundated, is in a disaster zone, then the government can come in and do eminent domain, and they can pay you what it was worth 5 years ago rather than what it's worth right now. Imagine that your home has turned into a watery lot and the government comes to you and says, hey, I'll pay you what you paid for it. You're gonna take it and you're gonna go, right? What do you think's gonna happen right here now that they want this lithium mine up and running by 2025, 2030 at the latest? Back in 1947, we had the Florida-Georgia hurricane, or Hurricane 9, and it was the first hurricane to be targeted for weather modification. What happened was General Electric, the US Navy, the Army, the Air Force, they poured dry ice into this hurricane using airplanes to see what would happen. Would they slow it down? Well, what happened was it slowed down a little bit, but it turned west really sharp. Let me show you. This is the path that the hurricane took in 1947. Does it look similar to you? Probably not. It's a coincidence, right? Moving on. I'm sure this is just another coincidence, but do you know who owns the most shares in that lithium mine? BlackRock and Vanguard.
I really don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the Southeast right now. We have towns that don't exist anymore. Chimney Rock is gone. The city of Asheville is cut off from the world. This is not an exaggeration. All the bridges leading into the city have been washed away. They have no food, no power, no water, no internet, no cell service. They don't even have radio. It's a complete dead zone. No one knows what's going on in there. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say that this is a Hurricane Katrina level event. There was a woman in my town who called for an ambulance, and the ambulance got stranded, and they were stranded for 24 hours, and to my knowledge the patient didn't make it. People are dying. They're still dying. I've been running the generator for the last 3 days, and we're starting to run out of gas, and this is on Highway 123 heading from Aisley to Greenville, and this was a 1 mile long line to get gas because they were the only people we knew around that had gas left. I got all the way to the end and they were out. They had no gas. We checked every gas station in Pickens and Aisley and Liberty, nothing. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of gas, I tell you that much. Try to steal some from my car maybe to keep my food cold, but even then, I don't know. This is the I-40 bridge, from Tennessee to North Carolina. It's gone. It don't exist no more either. We have people dying out here. Man, we need help. We need help.
Where's our government right now? Because, guys, that's North Carolina over there. I'm in Tennessee, and I just read and saw a video where they said that people and their whole beings were laying all over the ground. And the smell was, horrific. And nobody can get in there. Nobody's going over there. What is going on? Why isn't the government helping? This is worse than anybody even expected or even knows, because none of the news channels are even reporting on this except for TikTok. That's it. What is going on? These people need help. They need help over North Carolina. They need the government to come in with the military. What is going on? Why aren't they helping? There is literally a stink happening because there's so many beings laying everywhere. I'm just so infuriated right now and angry, you guys. Where's the government? I mean, if the government really wanted to help, dude, there would be helicopters and military just everywhere. There's none. There's none. What is going on?
To the flooding disaster in the South now, with many in hard-hit North Carolina now facing a desperate challenge, finding essentials like food and water, while some still wait for word on loved ones. Sam Brock is there.
Tonight, the crises in western North Carolina are too many to count, with access to a basic life force, water, at the top of the list.
Behind you right now is this effort to disseminate water. How critical is it for families like yours?
It's very critical,
I mean, we got a baby, he eats oatmeal, he's a priority for us.
Is it a lifeline right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Parents and loved ones coming to one of 4 community sites where supplies are slowly trickling in and neighbors stepping up. But complications abound. All 3 water treatment plants in Asheville are compromised, with the pipes to distribute the water washed away.
You don't realize how thirsty you are, you're at home and you flip your faucet on, just drink out of the sink or flush the toilet, brush your teeth, you have to spit in your sink, and you have to use your good water to rinse your sink out.
With other area locals largely cut off from aid, frustration with FEMA reaching a boiling point of its own.
There's no water, there's no internet, there's no food.
The agency says it's already delivered 1 million liters of water and 600,000 meals to North Carolinians and promises more on the way.
You just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage. You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions, in each other, in the possibility of truth, the game's won.